Rise and ground, folks. Guys, I am on the way to an existing maintenance customer. This is, I believe, a double AC maintenance. We put in 2 furnaces, coil and condensers about like at least 3 or 4 years ago, if not later than that. But I know we tried reaching out earlier this year, but this customer just called us back. I want to get this maintenance squared away so I don't have to worry about this later on in the summer. So guys, I'm almost there right now. Let's go take a look. I'll see y'all when I get inside. Guys, we're downstairs. This is the first floor unit, and the unit in the attic does the 3rd and the 2nd floor. But guys, my drain line is looking good. I got a 20-degree split. Customer got a spare filter. Guys, what I'm gonna do, I think upstairs it's a 14 by 24. What I'm gonna do is I gotta flush the P-trap on the drain line on the 2nd floor. I gotta turn that unit on, of course. I'm gonna flush the P-trap, replace that filter, and we're gonna head outside. I just wanna get the indoor units checked out before I bring my tool bag outside. But guys, let's do that. Let's replace these filters, make sure our drains are okay. I'm gonna turn the 2nd floor on, well technically the 3rd floor on, and we're gonna go outside. But hang tight, let me do my thing here. I'll see y'all when I get outside. Inside, we had a 20-degree split. It's the exact same setup, just different location. As a quick recap, before this customer had the 1st floor unit, I think he had a straight AC air handler, and he had a gas-fired steam boiler in the basement. We converted that AC-only air handler, actually both AC-only air handlers. We converted that to gas furnaces, ripped out the boiler, and we relocated the 2nd, or actually the 3rd. I keep saying 2nd and 3rd, it's the same unit, but basically the 3rd floor condenser was on the roof. We cut that out and we relocated the line set right next to the 1st floor condenser. So everything is on the ground level. And you didn't see this inside. He has a crawl space. The furnace that you've seen on the 1st floor is on the other side. There's a crawl space. That's where we ran the ductwork, the electric, everything that was needed to make that transition seamless. But guys, what I'm gonna do, and real quick, I thought this was a 23. We put this in 2021. It's 2026, so these units are already 5 years old. Now guys, I think I'm showing my age here. I remember putting these units in like yesterday. All the work that was done, it was a bunch of game planning, a bunch of remodifications. We actually installed the 1st floor furnace on the other side of the basement, but the plans got scrapped, and as soon as we installed it on one end, the customer wanted it on the other side. So we actually installed this 1st floor gas furnace twice, and we had to relocate the ductwork. So guys, I'm glad that we made it through to the other side. And like I said, most importantly, I always tell you guys, and I explain this to customers too, if something's installed properly, for one, and 2, if you get it maintained, I don't see why a heat or AC unit can't last you 15 to 20 years. But guys, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to wipe the debris and everything off the top of these units. I know I checked these caps last year and they were still within range, but I'm going to check them again now that we officially reach our 5-year mark with these units. But let's get busy here. Let me wipe down what I can, and I'm going to take these caps out. I'll be right back. I want to show you something. This is a great example, or in this case, a great illustration of why you need to clean terminals on caps before checking them. Now, the bigger one, these both, actually, the bigger one is a 40-5. I thought both of these were the same size, but the 2nd and 3rd floor, which is the unit I'm next to now, this is a 45-5. The 1st floor is a 40-5. Now, regardless of the size, look at the condition of the terminals. You guys see that? All that rust. If I were to put my meter leads on these terminals, I probably will get close to nothing. If not, I may get like a crazy number, like a 90 or a 100. Reason being, if your meter leads do not touch a clean surface, meaning if you have rust or debris, carefully, you don't have to get crazy with this, carefully get a screwdriver and clean that up. And this is how it's supposed to look. You guys see this? Before, after. If it doesn't look like this, you're gonna get improper readings. Now, with that being said, let's check the clean one. and I think it's gonna rain soon, so I kind of want to speed this up before we get caught in the downpour. This is my 45 side, and I think I checked this cap under a load the last time I was here, if not last summer, at least 2 years ago. I know I never took this out to check it. See, that's a 47, which is good. Let's check the 5 side. 4.99. This is good. Now, I told you guys this on multiple videos. Checking this cap is the best way to test the integrity of it, to let you know if the actual readings is close to what it's rated for. 2, you can go off physical condition as well. Make sure this cap isn't leaking. A leaking cap can still cause future issues, so you guys will know when you see it. If you see oil residue, looks almost like grease. But if you see like that slimy residue either on the top or the sides here, you should always recommend replacing it, because otherwise, guys, right now it's about 60 degrees. On the next 90-degree week we have, once this AC unit is under load and all that humidity is hitting this coil, all your parts are going to be under extreme stress. So this is the purpose of the maintenance, to avoid breakdowns. So this has nothing to do with the customer spending anything. As long as they know what to expect, they can never go wrong. Or they can never say that, hey, you guys came out here and you didn't tell me. No, that's never going to happen. But guys, what I'm going to do is let me clean this other cap and test it, and let's get the ball rolling. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I got everything put back together. 5.19, 6.5, 4.65. And right now, I think today is only going to be a high of like 59, 60 degrees. Yesterday was pretty warm. I think yesterday was like 93, 94. But the customer did said that they already ran this unit so far this summer. 0.68. .37. And guys, I think last summer the coils don't look too bad. I think last summer the customer does have a hose that can reach around the corner back here. I think last summer we hit the coils, and it's already starting to rain just in time, right when I get done. But last summer we hit the condenser coils. They look okay this summer, but I'm gonna make a note next year when we come back in the spring to hose these coils down again. But yeah, guys, all's well that ends well. Everything's rocking and rolling. 2 Ducane straight AC condensers that we put in 2021, still rocking and rolling. And once again, guys, with good installation techniques and preventative maintenance, I don't see why modern heating AC equipment can last well past 12 to 15 years. Now, who knows what can happen? The old saying is true: what can happen will happen. You know, will a compressor last 20 years? Who knows? Will a condenser coil not leak refrigerant within 20 years? Who knows? This is all part of wear and tear. But to give customers guarantee, I mean, we get this question almost every day. Hey, how long do you think my AC is going to last? But there's no way for certain you can tell how long a furnace or an AC unit will last without getting annual maintenance done, spring and fall, twice a year. So, but all right, guys, I got to pack up. It's already starting to come down out here. Keep rocking and rolling. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.